Welcome back to another episode recap of Severance Season 2. Today, we will dive into Episode 5, titled Trojan's Horse. The last episode of Severance Season 2 had lots of surprises. Irving found out that Helly was really Helena Egan and was spying on the MDR department. Nobody believed Irving, so he did something drastic to reveal the truth and got fired. Some of us thought we wouldn't see Irving again, but he showed up in Episode 5 of Season 2. Episode 5, called Trojan's Horse, starts with an unknown employee from Lumen Industries going to the Optics and Design Division. He takes a shipment and leaves through a mysterious hallway, which is seen in many paintings by Irving Bailiff. After almost dying at Woe's Hollow, Helena Egan meets Natalie Kalin and Mr. Drummond to talk about the future. She wants to return to the severed floor as herself, pretending to be Helly R again. But Natalie and Drummond want Helena to get severed again, creating her innie, with her father James Egan's blessing. They tell Helena that Mark will only trust her if she is Helly and not just pretending. As Mark finishes the Cold Harbor project, the company can't risk losing his trust, so Helena agrees to get severed again. Off-screen, she gets severed, and Helly returns to the severed floor, angry that the Egans used her identity to trick her colleagues, including Mark. Milchick explains that Helena was using a procedure called Glasgow Block to pretend to be an innie for research. Helly tries to convince Mark she is not Helena, but he can't see the difference. Despite her efforts to reconnect, he keeps his distance, and things get more complicated when Helly finds out that Ms. Casey is Mark's wife in the outside world. While Helly processes these changes, Dylan asks Milchick if Irving will come back. Milchick says Irving is fired for good, and his Audi has gone on a journey. After hearing this, Dylan demands a funeral for Irving to honor his memories. He sees getting fired as a form of death and convinces Milchick to arrange the ceremony. Milchick prepares for the program, but Miss Huang thinks a funeral isn't appropriate. At the ceremony, Dylan gives a speech about Irving, saying how kind and compassionate he was. Milchick finishes the occasion by giving the data refiners a watermelon cut in the shape of Irving's face. Dylan remembers Irving as he eats the watermelon. While leaving the room, he finds a piece of paper behind a picture frame. It has directions to a hallway scene in Irving's paintings. Dylan is confused about what to do with it. In the outside world, Irving is still living in Keir. One night, he calls an anonymous person to tell them he got fired. While this person is unknown, it might be Harmony Coble. Since leaving Lumen headquarters in Season 2, Episode 3, she has been hiding. She might be planning something with Irving to fix things at the company. During the call, Irving sees Bert Goodman in a car nearby. Irving confronts him, and Bert explains he needs to know why Irving knocked on his door days ago. Bert mentions rumors about them being a couple while working at Lumen. He invites Irving to dinner with his husband to discuss things. Irving agrees and goes back to his apartment. After Irving's funeral, Milchick attends his first performance review as the severed floor supervisor. On the way, he asks Natalie about her reaction when she received paintings of Keir Egan looking like her. He reveals his issues with paintings showing the Lumen founder as a black man. Natalie doesn't give a good answer and takes him to meet Mr. Drummond. Drummond criticizes Milchick's failures as a supervisor, mentioning Helena's near-death experience in Irving's firing. Lumen wants Milchick to do better as Mark finishes Cold Harbor. This demand makes Milchick confront Mark, who doesn't answer well. The supervisor loses patience and brings up Mark sleeping with Helena, which scares Mark. Meanwhile, Rickon Hale is rewriting his book for Lumen's severed floor employees, annoying his wife, Devon, who is also Mark's sister. She asks him why he works with a company that hurts its employees, but Rickon ignores her because of the validation he received from Nat. At home, Mark asks Asal Rigabi when they can continue his reintegration process. She asks him to wait and tries to find things with a personal connection to him. Meanwhile, Mark has a vision of Ms. Casey inside the severed floor, showing the progress of his reintegration efforts. That's it for our recap of Severance Season 2, Episode 5. We hope you enjoyed this rundown and are excited for the next episodes. Stay tuned for more updates and recaps. See you next time.